this Super Eagles team, for the past 7-8 years, the Super Eagles team has never really have a cemented team like the A-days from the 90s to the early 2000s. So each time they invite a player, you see that there's only 2 or 3 players in the Super Eagles squad that have already cemented their jerseys in the team.
Welcome to EVO SPORTS. We talk about the Super Eagles squad to face Lesotho and Benin Republic. On Friday, Nigeria is going to take on Lesotho in a do-or-die game because Nigeria must win this game. Considering the fact they went to South Africa and came back with just 1 point. And then in this case, some players have been invited for this must-win encounter. We are taking a look at this squad right now. We have goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali from Chippa United in South Africa. We have Amos Obasoge from Sigida in Tanzania. We have Adeleye Volos FC from Greece. That is 3 goalkeepers invited. Then the defenders, we have William Trusekong. In the last game, he did not really do well. Yeah. Now we have Calvin Bassey, but based on Ekon is skipper, they have to still invite him. Calvin Bassey is here from Fulham. Oluwaseyi Ajayi from All City is back in the squad. He was not there the last time. Then we have Bright Osayi, who have been replaced from Birmingham City. Then we have Bruno Nyemechi from Olympiacos, Greece. We have Felix Agu, who is also doubtful for this game as well. Then we have Benjamin Frederick, the young boy that performed very well in the last game. Then we have the midfielders, Alex Iwobi, of course, we know is going to be there. Fulham. We have Frank Onyeka, Brentford. We have Alassane Yusuf Abdullahi from New England Revolution, US Major Soccer League. We have Wilfred Didi from Besiktas. Then we have the attackers. We have Ademola Lookman from Atalanta. We have Samuel Chukwueze that just went to Fulham on loan. Yeah. Then we have Victor Osimhen, who is just recovering from injury in Galatasaray. Then we have Moses Simon from Paris FC. We have Siri Desas from Panathinaikos, who is also injured and being replaced right now. We have Tolu Arokodayo from Wolverhampton Wanderers, who is still struggling for playing time. We have Terry Murphy from Nice, who just recovered, from a long time injury. Then we have the debutant Eko Adams from Sevilla, who scored against Barcelona over the weekend. Then we have Olakunle Olusegun from Krasnodar, but he's on loan to Novgorod in Russia. So taking a look at this squad, I start with you, Mr. Kelman. What do you think about this squad?
If the coach knows what he's doing, he will start, number one, he will start Nwabali as his normal position. Then I would prefer he plays Simi Ajayi. He plays him with Ekong because they understand themselves very well. They've been playing together, Then Bassey and Osage, left and right wing back, right back.
I remember Zaidu Sanusi has been called back to the squad.
Okay, if Zaidu Sanusi has been called back to the team, that means I would rather prefer Zaidu Sanusi playing the left back, from the left side. Then Bassey plays there. Then the midfield you have Ndidi. I would prefer Ndidi and Onyeka, Frank Onyeka, the Brentford man.
As a double DM.
Yes, I want him to play double DM, that double 4. Then normal, it will be Lookman and Osimhen
up
front, and so, they will play well. But the problem is that African football is different, and the character these boys possess is when they are playing for their national team. They don't have that patriotic character, spirit. You understand me? So I just believe if Nigeria wins, it will be by a share of luck, because they are going to play their home game. They are going to play Lesotho in South Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Because Lesotho has played virtually all their home matches.
No, we are still coming to that first. To that. But let me start from that defense line. Are you going to leave Frederick that really did well in the last 2 games? Will you leave him out of that?
I would rather prefer, I will drop Frederick and play Simi Ajayi. Because Simi Ajayi, one, is good aerially in area balls, is rugged in his defensive, he's not slow on the ball, he's rugged on and off the ball. And Ekong and Simi Ajayi understands themselves very, very well in that defensive line. I'd rather play Ekong and Simi Ajayi.
So don't you think that Ekong have a dip in form right now?
No, but you remember something like when you made mention of something like that, when you were talking about somebody like Van Dijk, because of his role in that team, the coach would rather prefer playing him than dropping him. You understand? And the coach would prefer playing Ekong and Simi than playing that young man that we are talking about. You know, because of the experience the both of them have. That's what I think.
Okay, Mr. Albert, me looking at this squad currently, what do you feel about the squad and your selection?
Yeah, thank you. I have taken a critical look on the squad, but as a matter of fact, this Super Eagles team for the past 7-8 years, the Super Eagles team has never really have a cemented team like the A days from the 90s to the early 2000s.
Yeah, you have
So
a first 11.
each time they invite a player, you see that it's only 2 or 3 players in the Super Eagles squad that have already cemented their jerseys in the team. So it's like carrying out a experiment in each match at every time Super Eagles have an international duty. That's why we're always making mistakes. But as a matter of fact, I don't think name alone can play the game on the pitch. When you drop in form, you have to go to the bench and let an informed player be in the pitch. If you look at the squad from the goalkeeper aspect, I know Sterling Wabali is going to cement that position. Now from the right full back position, Olaino is not invited because he's injured. I think Benjamin Frederick, will be, because he's a calm and collected defender, he could fit in that position. Then Calvin Bassey will pair with Trust Ekong because of his experiences. Okay. Then on that left back position, I think the person that have been there over the years, over months now, should be there. Senusi always make mistakes. If you check about 12 caps he has had for Super Eagles, he makes mistakes. When he move up front, he doesn't. Yes, to return is always the problem, and they take advantage of that position to bring in swing that always causes some problem on the defense line. So I think the left full back Bruno Yemechi should still man that defense. But I like the coach to bring a little bit of recipe to the Super Eagles team, because if you check very, very well, Ndidi always play deep, and there's no supply of ball because he plays. He will be. If you check the match for the past 5 matches we've been playing, he will be playing an unusual position. Yeah. That is why you see when he tilts to the left hand side, you understand, he go close to Ademola Lookman, then the vacuum in the central midfield is always wide. That's why we don't have supply of ball. If you watch the last match we played, there was a parallel number 7. There was no number 7. You understand? That's why the left full back of the South African team was on holiday throughout the game. You understand? So I think he should rejig the team by bringing in somebody like Ndidi, should be in the midfield, bringing Ademola Lookman deep a little bit, play Toro Arokodare and Osimhen as centre forward, so that the defense of the Lesotho team will not have rest throughout the game.
So from your formation, you are playing formation.
Yes. On that formation now, I'm looking at 3-5-2 formation. 3-5-2 formation. In that 3-5-2 formation, if you have somebody like on the formation now, I have to bring out one person again. In the formation now, I'll put in Trust Ekong there. I'll put in Calvin Bassey there, and I'll bring in Frederick in that left back. That defensive line. Now, because of the pace of Bruno Yemechi, I'll put Bruno Yemechi there, like somebody that can go
as a wing back.
Yes, as a wing back that can go and come as fast as he can, because he has good recovering ability. Then I'll put in Ndidi on the deep line midfield. Then I put Ademola Lookman there as well, and I bring in somebody like Moses Simon to play on the right side of the attack. Then I play in Tolu Arokodare and Victor Osimhen. That, you understand? From that team now, I know that they have the energy now to give the opponent a very big fight till 90 minutes.
Okay. From your formation, it's a good one. Or everybody have their own opinion on how to play the game and how you think the coach can operate with.
4-3-3.
Okay, you prefer 4-3-3. Now, from this formation now, or from the current squad that we are seeing or that we have read out right now, which of these players that you think that was not supposed to be in the list, and which player do you think that was supposed to have been invited that was not invited?
No, most of the ones that were supposed to be invited are injured, so that's why they didn't invite them.
So you're okay with
I'm okay with the list like this, but what will matter now is that will the coach be able to rotate those players and use them well? And the formation is going to use. I would rather prefer 4-3-3 formation. Playing that backline that I mentioned, Semi Ajay, Ekong, then Zaidu Sanusi, and Calvin Bassey. Then Frank Onyeka and Ndidi. You understand me? That's 4-3-3. Frank Onyeka and Ndidi with Iwobi. Then you play Lookman, either Chukwueze or and Osimhen. That will make the 4-3-3. And I believe in that if he plays that formation, Nigeria will carry the day.